Alright, hey everyone. I'm coming on today to do a quick, not tutorial, but craft with me. Grab yourself some scrapbook papers, any papers of your choice. I'm using my collaged paper sheets that I glue to junk mail. So this is just, I think, a Tent World brochure that you get in the mail that I've just stuck all my paper scraps to that I use. This one's had napkins and all sorts, you know, book pages, music pages, map pages, whatever I'm using at the time and I have left over gets stuck onto these things. And also I'm going to be using some of my jelly prints that I printed on newspaper not long ago. Both of these, I think I've done a video here on YouTube for them. I know I have for these. So what I will do is leave the link above and below for you to check out if you want. So anyway, what we're going to be making today is some of these. So these are just using up scraps and some Tim Holt paper dolls that I've had for a while now, so I thought I'm going to use them up. So they're just similar to the envelope booklets that I made on here previously, but it's using this stuff instead of envelopes. So I'll just do a quick craft with me to make these, and then I'll do another video on these a little bit later on, a more in-depth look through them, if that makes sense, because those will be going in my Etsy shop. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so this one here I think is the size I'm after, because when I was making my booklets, I made one booklet too many of pages, if that makes sense. So I thought I would share with you the process of making them. So I'm pretty sure that is the right size for this. We will soon find out. If not, I will cut a new lot, because they need to be able to fit. See, they don't fit. So it looks like we'll be making it from scratch. Alright, so I'll put that aside. That will make another one a little bit further down the track. I just want to use this up, that's all. So let me see what would make a nice front cover. I reckon maybe that way. Or that way. Just bear with me, guys. Just trying to... Maybe that, I think. I don't know. Anyway, what we'll do is open this up. I need this front page because this is how long we need it. Yeah, it's just using up all my scraps that I had left over from the latest journal that I've made. So let me quickly measure. I don't know. Let's just play it by ear. Okay. Let me grab my ruler and craft knife, if I can find it buried. I've got so much stuff here. I've got like 100 things that I'm trying to do. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'll just move all this fabric out of the road. It's just got fabric everywhere. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly trim. Actually, I want it a little bit bigger, as we do. Come on, Rayleigh, get with the program before you mess it up. Alright. Oh gosh. Okay, here we go. This is why I don't make many videos, guys. I'm serious. Okay, so if I do that to that U, that should be... Oh, see, I'm not going to be able to do that. Let me turn this around. See, I always make things awkward. I don't mean to. It's just me, I'm telling you. Alright. The struggle is real. It's real, I tell you. Okay, let's quickly do that. That will do. And I'm just going to cut straight down here without chopping off my fingers, because I need those for a later date. Alright, I'll get rid of that. And I I think I'll use the calendar bit for the front. So let me trim off this messy little side bit here. This is the side of the junk mail that I don't stick pages to, so on paper. You get rid of that. Alright. Now, how are we going? How are we travelling? Let's get rid of that as well. Straight across there, and this little scrappy bit right here. I'll give that a trim. There we go. Now. Do I like that or that? Help me out, guys. So that or that. I might just go with this bit, actually. Why not? Change of mind. See? Change of mind. I need that about... Come on, don't make it awkward. Why do you do it? Why do you do it? Alright. Let's hope I've cut the right end after all that. Alright, let's fold that in half for a quick second and see how we're travelling. Alright. Might be a little bit big, but that's okay. I can trim off a smidge. So I might do this side because it's got a little bit of, I will measure this. Still got a little bit of junk mail on the side there. So I'll just trim that off. I'm just lining it up with the lines on my mat here. There we go. That should be right now. With a bit of luck. Perfect. Yeah. So we just need it to go just on the outside of a fraction. See that? Okay, so now that I've done that, let me put that up here. I'm going to pick out an inside cover. Okay, just close that. I might use this one actually. I do like that one. Yeah, I might use that. So I'll just get rid of those. Put that up there. Now I just need to trim this. So I'm going to trim off. You think I would have done all this first, wouldn't you? But hey, it's me. Right. Let me just turn the mat around this way. I need a bigger mat. That's what I need. I will get one day. I need a huge one. Alright, so I'm just going to cut off about 3 centimeters here. Just so I get a nice paint job on the inside. or as nice as possible. I'll put that there for later. I will use that. And I'll just want to trim this one off. So about the same, I reckon, 3 centimetres. Give that a bit of a trim. Okay, so 3 centimetres in. And I want to get rid of one of these edges. Which one? Just this one. So I'll just follow the print down here. That should be reasonably straight. It's just the print from the actual newspaper, so there we go. Done. So give me this. Which one's going to look nice on the inside? So that's going to be that way. Yeah, I might do the spots actually. So we'll turn that over, and I'm going to stick that down. I'm not going to use a glue stick. I'm just going to use some Mod Podge. It's just old. It's been in this container for like such a long time. So I'm going to use that up. And of course I don't have a paintbrush, so I'll be back. Okay, now I've got my brush, I've got my water. I'm just going to give it a quick, put a bit of water on there. A quick paint. You can use wood, PVA, you can use glue stick, fabric glue, whatever glue takes your fancy. I'm just using this because it's here and it needs to be used. Bit more water. It's so thick. I should just add some more water to it, but you know. Alright. So make sure that's covered. And I just painted my sewing machine with Mod Podge. Why not? Alright. Let me just line that up as best as I can, because I'm having trouble seeing these days. So I don't do much crafting. Just I'm going blind. Alright, let's have a look. So as long as it holds, I'm not over concerned with every single bit sticking, as I'll be sewing around the outside. So it's just to hold that. Let me get rid of that. Put the lid on that. Let me grab my card. I would use a brayer, but it's not in this vicinity at this point in time. So a card will have to do. Just make sure that's stuck down. Now, let me trim. I'm just going to use my, what's the name, knife here, craft knife. A lot quicker than me trying to cut with scissors. Trim that off. And that. And this end. Oh, come put this up there for later. Okay, let me just roll my sleeves up. I'm getting serious now. Alright. Okay, dokie. And I'm going to move this water, otherwise I will spill it. I just know I will. Because that's just the way I roll. So while that's drying, I would like to... Let me just move that out of the road. I'll slide that in there. And I'll use that later. Alright. I'm just going to pull my sewing machine over because I will be using that. And I'll set that up and I'll be back. Alright, so I've got a split screen there for you to have a look at. I know I'm getting all tech savvy. So what I might do is put this bit in the back of the book and have this bit at the front, because I want to put like a little ruffle, not a ruffle, just a bit of fabric down the side there. And I do have a pile of it here because I've been working with fabric for the last couple of days. So let me have a look. I might use some of this actually. So I'm just going to rip a little bit off. And I'll use that down the side. Alright. So I'm just going to sew that right down there. I've got white cotton in the machine. I was using white, so that's what's going to be in there. Let me zigzag. We'll make it a fairly large one, and let's go. Alright. Without fail, the dogs bark. Without fail. So, it's just part of life. Give me a second. Oh my gosh. It's just constant with them. Stop! It's another reason why I don't do videos often. I'm sick of yelling at the dogs every 5 minutes. Alright. Oh, it stresses me out. I am really getting stressed out, guys. Okay, I'm just going to push this to the back just for a second. I'll leave that view up and you can get dizzy. Now, I do have some paper scraps here. I got this idea from Bonnie and Clive a couple of years ago when I got some of her Bonnie Band-Aids in my pack of papers, or Happy Mail or something that she sent me. So I'm just going to add a little bit of a contrast on there. I like that one. There we go. I think this is one of Bonnie's actually, this one here. It's a original Rigid Edge Bonnie Band-Aid, because I want it to cover up that white stitching there. If it was a different colour, I would probably leave it. I just want to add a bit of, you know, a bit of pizzazz to my page. I just love that word. Pizzazz. Alright, so let me, I don't need to ink that. It's pretty well grunged up. Okay, come on. Eileen's or Aileen's, however you say it. This is getting all gluggy in the bottle too. Everything's old. Old and crusty. Old and crusty. Alright, let's have a look. So I just want a little bit around the edge here. Like I said, just adds. You don't have to, but I just want to, because I can. Alright. let's stick that. I'll just do a round. Should have used fabric glue. Probably be a quicker glue to dry and stick, but hey, it is what it is. Right. Let me just trim that. Done. I'll put that back in the little box. I will use that. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so that will be our front page. So what I've done is just, like I said, I've just gathered a heap of scraps left over from the latest journal that I've made, and I've just put them in some booklets. Book page. So there's 5 pages all up, which gives us 20 front and back. So it's a nice little compact booklet that you can just slip inside your journals or inside your handbag to keep notes. Give it away as a gift. Who knows? And there's that. So that's the inside, that's the outside. I'm just going to quickly sew this one and get it sewn. Let me drag my sewing machine back over. Yeah, I'll make that the front. I don't know, I'll sew and then I'll make up my mind from there. I really do want some different colour thread. The only reason I got white on here is I was making fabric patches for my Etsy, and yeah, I kind of like to use white for that. So hang on guys, I just need to, you can tell I'm always organised with these tutorials, hey, or craft with me. It gives you plenty of time to catch up. Okay, cotton thread, let's have a look. Let's have a look, see. Alright, I've got brown and I've got I might use yellow actually. Yeah, why not? Alright. So let me just get rid of that because this needs refilling anyway. It's getting a little bit low on the old thread. So let me, where am I going to put that, Lily? Hey, got the little dog in here. I've got no room again. I've got no room again. All right, let's put this in quickly. And the orange, and no, it's not orange, it's brown really. It's brown. So there we go. Round, down, up, down. Now I've got to do that, otherwise I can't see. It's so compact and tiny, this machine. Alright, let me grab that before I lose it. I can't lose that. Sorry, I just put a booby shot in. It was covered. It was covered in a t-shirt, I promise. Okay. Let's bring my thread up. There we go. Shut the lid. Done. Alright, now let's do it. Do I need the zigzag that big? No, I don't. Let me turn it down a notch. Alright, how about that? Too late, we're going. Alright, let's do it. No stopping us now. And down. And it's too far over because that's just the way I roll. Oh, is my tension off? Why is my tension off? I don't know. I'll have to check that out. I've probably knocked it doing something today. Yeah, my tension's way off. I don't know. That looks a little better, I think. Maybe it doesn't. Does that come off there? Bear with me, guys. My bobbin threads just had a hissy fit. That's why it's off. Alright. It's a good thing this is a junky booklet, isn't it? Look at that. See, it's just come off its little doodad. Tell you what, sewing machines. This is the third machine that's been playing up on me this week. Must be jinxed or something. Technology, I'm telling you. First off, my Singer, it needs a good service, and then I brought down Joan, and she decided to spit the dummy, so she needs a good look at. And now me Janome. No! Well, I reckon it happens in threes, doesn't it? Okay, let's try again. Now, that should be right. Oh dear. Alright, let's just do that. Right, let's go. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Do I have to undo all that? No. It's supposed to be a junky booklet anyway. And I think it adds to the character. That's what I reckon. Anyway. It's a good thing this one's not going in the Etsy shop. Just leave a comment below and I'll random draw it and I'll send it to you as a thank you for subscribing. How about that? Alright, so what we'll do now is sew these in. Sew them. Alright, I'm just going to grab my little pile of stuff here. I should have some cord in here, I hope, that will work as a, because it's only going to be a short little tie, so we don't need a lot. There we go, there's one nice piece right there. It's just a piece of cotton twine stuff, so we'll use that. And I need my pokey tool. Let's find the middle, which is somewhere, I promise. Just make sure that is reasonably straight. Says me, who just made it all crooked again. Good job, Riley. Alright. Okay, there we go. That's going to be good enough. So I'm just going to randomly poke 3, and I think that's the child home from school. So I'm just going to poke 3 holes in there, and I should have got my needle and thread sorted first. So I'll leave that in the hole. I'll just open up my little thing here I made a couple of years ago and grab my needle.
Hello.
And here comes the boy. Okay, is it working? It looks like it's ticking over. Okay, and now, yes, that was the child home. So I've just threaded that while I was chatting to him. I've done nothing else. So I want the tie on the outside. So I'm going to start from the outside and try not to pull that through because I'm really good at that. Like #1 good at that. So there we go. So we put that through there like so, and yeah, I just want to try and pull that through a little bit. We've got no, see, it's okay. Let me just reassess this because it looks like I've lost a little bit of cord on this one, so I just want to trim that there. Let's try again. I should have checked that out first, shouldn't I? Now I've lost my holes. Alright, middle. I'll start with the top, why not? And I'll go to the bottom. Hope you can see in there like so. So I'm just going to make sure that I've got one on this side of my string and one on the other side. So when I tie that, it's going to hold that twine in place. I'll just make like a little square knotty thing there. There we go. So I'll trim that. And so we got that. There we go. So there's a little booklet. Let me just put my needle back in there, otherwise I will lose it. These are for when I crochet my buttons. I made my own little hooks out of copper wire. Okay, so let's have a look and see. Now for some paper dolls. Now I do have a bucket here with some paper dolls and stuff in here. So let's have a look. I've had these for like years. I'm not sure even when I bought them and if I did buy them or what. Oh, she looks quite happy there, doesn't she? Sitting on that 9. Okay, well, we'll keep you to one side. Yeah, not too fussed. Too big. Nah. Oh, that's not a Tim Holtz. I don't even know. Somebody sent me that and I can't remember who. Too big. And these are too small. I suppose we could do that. And that way I get rid of 2 of them. Ma and children. What do you reckon? Yeah, I might do that. Can I do 3? No, that looks a little bit... I don't know. This is what takes the longest. Yeah, I might just put the original first one that I grabbed and put that up there. What about that? That sounds like a plan. Otherwise, we're going to be here forever. Do I need one of these tickets? No. How about a stamp? Now, these are from them ones. I've got some in here that come from Bonnie. Yeah, they're just cutouts. These come from Bonnie. From Bonnie and Clive. Okay, I'm going to use two. I'm going to use a red and a green. Just because. Okay, let me get rid of that. And I just want to pull down this because I want some gauze, and I know my fabric scraps have gone from this little box that I made, guys, to this. They've bred. This is just the seams and stuff that I've chopped off shirts and whatnots. So anyway, so yes, I need to do something really I need to do something with this. Sorry, I just need to. I've got so much, and I'd never forgive myself if I threw it out. Alright, so what do we got? What have we got? So if I do that, no, I like the green down first. Right, you can sit there. Can't really see it on camera, but it's there. Maybe I should have pre-thought this out first, yeah? So it looked like I know what I was doing. Okay, so that camera's gone. I don't need it on. Okay. I'll stick you down. She looks like a Lucy, doesn't she? I don't know why, but she does. She looks like a Lucy. Alright, let me plop you right there, little Miss Lucy. And let's get these stamps. I might put them on a piece of paper because they're very thin. So I'm just going to grab maybe a piece of this. What else have I got in here? Let me have a look. I've got some. Actually, you know what I could use? I've got some paper bags here. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, that little piece right there. So what I want to do is just rip off a piece, just willy-nilly, like that. And I just want to crinkle this up, just to give it a bit of texture. Because I want to grab my ink pad and just give it a go over. Let me grab this collard sheet that I'm working on. So I'm working on this. So if it gets ink on it, it doesn't matter. And I'm just going to give it a quick, just a quick ink. It's not a permanent, obviously. It's just one of these, what is it? Distress inks. I think that's walnut stain. Yeah, walnut. I'll put that back up there. Oh. With all these papers on the top shelf of my shelving here, just laying on the top. Alright. So I just want to rip off a little bit of that. It's going to be too big. So I just want to put, just add as a little bit of interest behind that. Probably made it too little now. Yeah, I've made that too little. Alright. Let's start again. I want that there. I want you ripped around like so. Probably made that one too little now. No, that's it. That's what I'm after. Alright, let's just, what do I do with my dauber thingy here? Just want to get rid of those edges. Alright. I'm going to use a bit of that. It's in front of me, why not? Stuck to my finger, one there and one there. Beautiful. So there's one and Right. And they can be put in my scrap box for later. Alright, so there we go. Cute, simple little booklets made from scraps, jelly prints. Yeah. They're fun little things to make. But anyway, guys, that's it. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, give me a thumbs up. If not, give me a thumbs down. Share, subscribe, and yeah, so this will be a fun little giveaway. So just leave a comment below, and at the, I don't know, in a couple of weeks when I feel like drawing it, we'll draw it, and it can go to some lucky person's home. So there we go. So there's that. Okay, so anyway, guys, give your loved ones a hug. They're precious, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.